All right, Supreme Family Garden here, guys, and today we're going to talk about stone fruit, which is going to be your peaches, your plums, nectarines, most of your deciduous fruits. All right, now this is January 2019, and normally, guys, my peaches don't bloom this early, but this year, God had something else in store. So I'm going to show you. This is a one of the flat peach tree varieties. Can't think of the name of it right now, but flat peach here in Central Florida. Now this baby requires between 300 to 400 chill hours, okay? And some years we do get that, some years we don't. Now what happens in a situation like that, if we don't get, say, 400 plus chill hours, we'll still get fruit, but we won't get as many. So what Supreme did, I have different varieties of peaches to pollinate each other, okay? So that way it may help out a little bit along the way. Now this one here is a Florida Gem peach. This one here is around 250 to 350 chill hours, and if you guys can see here, she's loaded as well, and there's a little bee actually doing her thing. And again, guys, with these trees right here, location, location, location is the key with planting your peach trees. And later in the video, I'll explain to you guys why. Because most of my peach trees, excluding the one I'm going to show you guys in a second, were all purchased, planted at the same time, okay? But over here, because it's the back of my property, I use more compost, leaves, mulch in this area, okay, than I do in other areas. And I'll show you the difference, okay, in the peach production, the growth of the trees in the last 3-4 years. Because these trees, guys, are only 3 years old, okay? Actually, 4 years old, I take that back. All right, and they've been pruned heavily. I didn't prune them as much this year, just didn't get around to it. I just kind of like tipped them just a little bit because I figured I'll let the birds eat what's on top. What do you call it? Vegetable stand, I'll sell the bottom, okay? So now over here, this is one I actually planted, 2018, last year, and this one is, survey says, this is a Tropic Snow peach. And again, all of them, guys, are going to be around 300 to 400, 250, 350, 400 chill hours, which is adequate here for Central Florida. We normally get that, okay? And again, guys, she is loaded, okay? She is loaded. Again, there's no sunburn on them. Everything's perfect. A little bit of shade, not a lot, just a little bit, okay? Me, I don't really like planting these trees in direct sunlight. Some people do. That's just not my preference. And again, I have one that's actually planted in direct sunlight, and it does not look as healthy as these trees, okay? Because if you can look here, guys, at all the new growth just from last year, okay? Now, how you're going to notice the new growth is look at the color. See, this is dark skin. This is light skin, okay? Dark and light, almost like two different trees in one, for those who really don't know. Okay, and this is all from last year's growth on this peach tree. All right, we have it right here, okay? Now I did thin them out a little bit. I'm gonna actually wait until they start to fruit, and then I'm gonna really go through it. I'm gonna prune it a little bit more so I can get larger fruit, okay? But again, see here, this is all new growth. All of this, guys. I mean, she's doing very well, because some of these I actually need to take off. But if I do that right now, my wife's gonna yell at me. Alrighty, and down here, we have another one. And this one is, this is a Florida King, okay? And again, guys, if you can see, it's still partial shade, and she's very, very healthy, okay? All right. And now Florida King, if I'm not mistaken, it does require a little bit more chill hours than the rest of them, but don't quote me on that. That one you're gonna have to Google. But I think they're all in the same bracket as like 300 to 400, 250 to 400 chill hours, okay? Which is adequate in Central to North Florida. That we should always get those numbers, okay? Now we're gonna bring you on over here, guys. Bear with me. All right, guys, now what we have here, This is my my two Santa Rosa plum trees. One's actually a Methley plum tree, which requires around 250, 300 chill hours. Okay, and then right here, this is my Santa Rosa plum tree. All right, now I need to actually stake this baby up, because if you can see right here, honey, can you bring the camera, please? A tree actually fell down and knocked the sweet Jesus out of this tree. And I didn't think it was actually gonna do right, but she started just, you know, I guess she thought I was gonna cut her down, so she figured, well, I better grow before Sue throws me in the compost bin. But I need to actually stake this baby up. But guys, I bought this tree from actually a big box store, okay? And now a lot of people, and I was the same way because I worked there for many, many years. I didn't really like buying them from the big box stores, but I was at a nursery. And the same guy that I met at the nursery, he delivers to Home Depot, he delivers to the Lowe's. So sometimes we have to remember, guys, Lowe's, Home Depots, Walmarts, those places don't have their own specific nurseries. It's like Bonnie and a couple other ones, and they ship all over the place, okay? The only thing with the big box stores is you may pay extra $5 more, but you get a warranty. And again, guys, these are from Home Depot or Lowe's. Don't quote me on which one. And these things are doing awesome, guys. Awesome. I went to the nursery and I bought a plum tree from a nursery. You know, a very big nursery. And the tree died. All right. And again, guys, this is a Methley plum and a Santa Rosa plum tree, okay? And again, I think the Santa Rosa is around 400 chill hours. The Methley plum tree is around 250. It's more of lower chill as opposed to the Santa Rosa. So if you're in an area that does not get a lot of cold, my thing would be the Methley, just to make sure you're going to get some fruit. But if you guys get between 300 to 400, 450 chill hours, Santa Rosa is a very, very nice plant to actually have in your yard. Now we're going to bring you over here and show you some more trees, guys. Follow me. All right, guys. Now over here, us have, this is a Scarlet Beauty plum tree. Honey, I'm trying to turn around. Keep snapping your fingers at me. Can't keep spinning and all that, and there's sun in my eye. All right, now guys, this has one blossom on it. Now this one, I'm gonna take this one off. You want to take it off, baby? Okay.
Might be a fruit.
Ain't no fruit. All right. Now Scarlet Beauties, guys, these don't require as many chill hours. And again, I purchased this, believe it or not, damn garage sale for $3. It was about this big. And this is how much this thing has grown this year. Now you see all this new growth on this baby? That's all from this year. Now this was the fastest growing plum tree that I've ever purchased right here. And the cheapest for $3 for it's up my alley. But again, she's looking really, really good, guys. And what I did to fertilize this tree that I didn't do to many of them is because I came home, I had the water hose back here one day, and I had a cooler full of fish, and I dumped everything right here. Sprinkled coffee grounds, and no joke, guys, this tree, like if you look here, she's already starting to bud out. Now, Lord, don't let the cold take these off, because we really want some plums this year. That's kind of like a silent prayer. I'm telling God so I can get my fruit this year. All right, guys, we're going to bring you on back over here and show you some more stone fruit. Follow me. All right, guys, and back here, this is my Sunglo nectarine tree. I think I showed you guys this a while ago, and again, she's blossoming as well. And I think she takes around 400 chill hours. And again, you want to plant them with very loose soil. Water them real good when you first plant them. Fishy motion, guys. If you're going to use a fertilizer that's not organic, the one I would recommend would be the Osmocote. Osmocote, guys, no joke, that's phenomenal. Guaranteed, they pledge no burn. Some good fertilizer, guys. It's pricey, but it's very good. I mean, very, very good, very good. Not for you organic people. Me, I try to be organic, but if it's on sale, that's what I buy. And again, with some of these trees like this one, I'm going to show you guys something. All the leaves didn't fall off this, so if that happens with you guys, this is all you do. You just take the tree like this, and then just kind of just take the leaves off. Nice and easy, okay? You're just forcing dormancy, putting that baby to sleep. I mean, she's already blossoming out, and 5 leaves isn't gonna hurt the whole tree because that limb, I don't wanna break it coming down on this angle. But that's just another tip, guys, just how you can force your tree into dormancy. Is normally around December, if your leaves are still on your plant, just slightly take them all off. That's gonna help you acquire the chill hours, because if you still have the leaves on the tree's thinking it's time to grow instead of trying to sleep. So then you're not gonna get the adequate amount of chill hours required for your plant. And right here, guys, check it out. This is my other Sunglo nectarine tree that I showed you guys a video on before. And she actually has a nectarine on the tree. Can you believe that, honey? Isn't that something? Isn't that something? I wonder if I can make wine out of that. See there, guys? So anyone looking at Sunglo nectarine, and again, I think we purchased this from Home Depot. It's a gift from one of my friends. But she's doing very, very well, guys, very well. And this is actually the first nectarine tree that I've ever grown. So everybody, let's hope for the best. Also, guys, what I do, even though it's the winter months, but here in Florida, we don't get the snow and all of that stuff. Some days it's like 80 degrees, 82, 75, and different things like that. So what I do is I still feed my plants, okay? Because something's definitely going on in the soil because they're blossoming. So I figure, well, I'll just feed it a little bit to make sure I keep the blooms on the tree. Makes the roots a little more stronger during those cold nights, you know, like feed them a little bit more. Over here, this is another plum tree. She's not doing as good. She's been this height for 2 years. I don't know what's wrong with her. I'm probably gonna have to dig her up and plant her somewhere else. Maybe she'll do a little bit better, but I don't know. Hopefully, since I got other trees back here now, she won't feel alone and she might grow. And up here, guys, this isn't a stone fruit, but this is my olive tree. Now, I bought this thing for $1 5 years ago. I bought 10 of them. I haven't gotten an olive yet. They said, oh, you don't prune the trees. Some foolishness I was listening to on YouTube. So what I did last year, bring the camera, honey. I figured I'm gonna prune it just to see, okay? So now I pruned that right here, and all of this came this year, okay? So guys, when people say don't prune them, maybe not prune them, but tip them a little bit to force that baby to grow. You know, like when you're working out, and you gotta do a little something to make something happen. You know, you gotta give a little, all of that stuff. Also, now guys, real quick, on the muscadine, since I'm back here, I just gotta show you. It's a mess on the other side of the property. I'm getting to it one of these old days. But these are more muscadines that I actually transplanted back here. The reason I transplanted them back here is because this soil back here, guys, is amazing, okay? And again, I can't stress it enough. Drip irrigation. See here, guys? This thing goes all the way around my entire property. And this is why these plants stay healthy. Now look here. See, this is what you call soil. Hold on, let me find some of that good stuff down in here. See there, guys? That's just good soil. You know, when the soil's so good, you can eat the dirt, and it tastes like whatever you planted in it. Lad told me that joke. But yeah, some very good dirt. So what we did, we actually I put about 5 or 6 of them over here. Next week, I'm gonna try and bring the backhoe home from work, and I'm gonna clear the entire side out over there to actually get a little bit more lighting, and just to make that look a little bit more prettier come springtime. Now back to our stone fruit. This one here, I just planted this probably like a month ago. This is a, a Florida Queen Peach. Okay, and again, I think she requires between 400 chill hours, give or take. Okay. Now, right here, this bad boy, this is, what does that say, honey?
Florida King Peach.
Florida King Peach. All right, and this is another Florida King Peach. And this one, I think, requires between 400 chill hours as well. And again, guys, the soil for these plants is really, really key. Location is really, really key. All right. Again, see here. And again, guys, make your own dirt. You don't have to buy it. Get yourself some mulch. Find a designated area. Look at the worms in there. You can smell them. You know, the dirt's so good it smells like dirt. Okay, now up here, we have, I think that's it. Oh no. This is another, I think this is a Florida Queen or Florida Prince peach tree. That's what this one here is. This is actually, I think, one of my daughter's trees. Okay. And again, this one here, I stripped all the leaves off of it to force it into dormancy. I don't use any dormancy sprays or anything, but you know, so far it's been working very well. And again, she's doing good. One last peach on this side of the property. We'll take you up front, guys. Now this one here, this is a Florida, this is another Florida Prince. I should have put a queen there instead of this. But anyway, Florida Prince, guys, not the healthiest looking tree, but hopefully she's gonna do better this year. All right, now we're gonna bring you guys and show you certain places that we actually planted trees in direct sunlight that we've had, that I actually brought here from our other home, which would make the trees about 8 years old. And I'll show you the size of those trees. I was just too lazy to actually dig them up and do anything else with them. So stay tuned, guys. Hey guys, we're back over here again, and this is another Santa Rosa plum tree. And again, I think I bought it $19.99 at one of the big box stores. And she's doing awesome. I need to thin it out a little bit more, but I'm gonna actually wait to see what she's gonna give me this year before I actually do. And but again, guys, look at all the new growth on these babies. Yep, she's looking really, 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 really good. She's looking real good. So what I'll do is after I get the fruit this year, I'll probably cut her in half, because we're gonna do away with this area actually with the papayas, and I'm gonna plant these more in the shade. So I'm gonna dig all of this out, and then I'll probably give her a mate, put like a Methley plum over here, and just let this be like a plum island. And there's a rabbit around here that comes here every night and eats eats your greens, baby. So the next time that rabbit over here, these are my I think these are Gulf Rose and a Gulf Beauty plum tree. I tried this thing that they call planting in a 2-in-1 hole. Worst mistake I ever made. But again, after this year, guys, what I'm gonna do is just graft one onto the other and move another tree, or maybe I'll pot it up and sell it. But in this area, guys, these trees are doing fabulous. I mean, these are some beautiful trees, guys. All right, now over here, this one here is going to be, survey says, this is a Plum Methley. Okay, and again, these are all, we've had these for a few years. They grow very well in this spot here, because again, I probably add about, just in this area alone every year, about 100 pounds of compost. because it's easy. When I come around back, I can just, if I get lazy, I just throw it in here. And this dirt in this area, guys, is phenomenal, okay? I'm going to show you that again. See there? This is some good stuff. And remember, guys, making your own soil, because stuff like this you can't buy. They're going to tell you you need to buy micronutrients and things like that. It'll detour people from wanting a garden because it's too doggone expensive when you can do it yourselves, you know. And this one right here, this is another one of my this is a gold what is it, a gold what is it, golden Dorset plum tree. And she's doing pretty good, and she's about 3-4 years old. And honey, if you can bring the camera over here, you can actually see where I cut her last year right here, and see how she's forked out east to west, left to right. And again, guys, everything is all in your soil. Like right here, if you actually look, these are coffee grounds that I just threw out here, eggshells and stuff like that. And what I do, because this is on a mound, the same mound where we got the sweet potatoes from, I dig my hole, because the way everything leaches out like that, because of you know, gravity is going to pull it. So I just dig a hole and I'll dump the entire bag in it, so that way it can feed all of these trees in this area. And over here, these are more stone fruit along this area here. And again, look at all the new growth on this baby. Honey, did you run my tree over? No. Well, my tree leaning? It wasn't leaning like this till you cut the grass. All right, see here, guys, more new growth, doing good. And again, I'm gonna have to definitely thin these babies out, but I wanna wait and see exactly what I'm gonna get first, all right? And again, that is a Gulf Beauty plum tree. And this one here is a no tagger, but I think it's a Santa Rosa plum tree. And this one right here, we're gonna have to move. This is a Florida King Peach, and it is doing beautiful, as you guys can see. And again, all the new growth, guys, just this year. And she was actually a little thing when we bought her. I didn't think she was actually gonna grow this big, because I have them planted so close. But if I do decide on keeping them here, I'm gonna grow them like a hedge. I'm gonna just keep all of them, but then like 2 feet apart, you know, this way, and you know, just kind of make myself a nice little hedge. And over here, this here's another Florida King Peach, and it's doing pretty good. And again, with this one here, I had to strip the leaves off of it. That's why it's not budding out yet, because I actually just put that tree into dormancy. All right, guys, we got just a few more. All right, guys. Stay tuned. And over here, this is a, I have no clue what type of plum tree this is. I think it's a Methley, but when it bears fruit, definitely gonna let you guys know. But again, guys, mulches around it. I keep, as you can see here, coffee grounds. Plenty of eggshells and different things like that. And there's some fertilizer. I don't know where that came from. And over here, this is another no-namer. But it's doing good. We'll know when the fruit come out. Another thing, guys, keep tags on your trees. I just ordered some so I don't forget. So when spring comes, I can taste the fruit, label everything, so I don't have to know what's what. All right. All right. And again, she's doing beautiful. A lot of new growth. And now I'm going to show you guys, by planting a tree in the wrong area, what can happen. Follow me. All right, guys. Now we're on the other side. We're on the other side of the property now, and I'm going to show you guys this this doggone peach tree. Now, I've had this peach tree for 6 years. Okay, it will not grow for nothing. Finally, this year, I said, you know, I'm going to make a huge island, mulch the heck out of this thing, and see what happens, okay? Now, if you look here, this is how old this tree is, okay? Like, you guys can look at the bark on this tree and tell it has age. You know, this is like the grandma of the peach trees I got on the property. But again, guys, location, tree will not grow. It's giving off some fruit right now. It's actually wanting, maybe the tree's slow because it's starting to grow its leaves back again. It has a little peach there in January. Now this tree should know better. You know, blossoms is one thing, but it's like, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna prune it again after I get the fruit off of it. But again, guys, I said that to say this. Planting your trees, if they're not doing good in one area, hey, wait till the fall, the winter, dig that baby up, get you some nice soil, plant that baby somewhere else. Next year, you'll be amazed of what can happen. All right. So again, location, location, location. Follow me, guys, right here. These are my other trees. This is some type of a peach tree. All right. I was gonna plant it on the other side of the fence. My son insisted I planted it here, so here's that ugly tree. And right back here in the cut, this right here, this is another plum tree. I think it's a Gulf Rose or a Gulf Beauty. Again, these are one of those things that I've torn the tag off, so we're gonna have to wait until it actually bears fruit, and then we'll know what we got. And over here, now this baby's doing good, and she's in the shade. I'm gonna have to get up there when I bring the lift home and trim all of this back this year. But this tree is actually doing very, very well. But I never really come on this side of the yard, guys. This is a Santa Rosa. So I didn't even prune this thing. You know, it's just like on this side of the yard, I never really come. So they kind of have to fend for themselves. But so far, everything's doing so good. And right here, she's doing pretty good. This is a, I think this is a Gulf Rose or Gulf Beauty plum tree. As you guys can see, we like plums over here. And this one here, this is another Santa Rosa plum tree. She didn't give me a lot of new growth the way the other trees did. And again, guys, that's why I'm telling you, sometimes, as one of my friends said, everything in a garden is not set in stone. You're right, lead farmer. So again, guys, this tree here has been here for about 4 years, and look, and it's not doing what it should be doing. So again, I'm gonna move a lot of these trees this year, and I'm gonna redo my entire yard. And now over here, this is a I have no clue what type of plum tree this is, but it's one of those we'll see soon. This one here, guys, not really much new growth on the tree. Again, I don't think they like this area, but as you guys notice, I don't mulch around a lot of these trees. So I'm thinking that's what's really hurting them. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna try a different method 2019 just to see. I do use the eggshells, I do use the coffee grounds and stuff like that, but again, I'm not getting that vigorous growth on this side of my property as I am in the back, okay? So you can see here, there's a little bit of new growth, but it's not much, okay? So again, we're gonna walk right here and I'll show you, right here you can see some of the loquats are starting, they're hardening up, they're getting ready. So what I need to do is probably come out and just feed it just a little bit. Take me a small kumquat break. Now, again, guys, honey, can you bring the camera right here, please? Santa Rosa plum tree. See the new growth? Now, guys, look. These trees are on just different sides, with what, 100 feet apart. Look at how much new growth is on these trees as opposed to the ones that are over there, okay? Just this one. But key, it's planted inside of this area near the drip irrigation, okay? Some people say that these trees don't require wet feet, but again, I experimented. This tree, I pruned because it was way up, like from the road, it looked hideous. So I came in here when I actually did the hedges and I chopped it in half and she grew back a lot better. So again, location. Another Santa Rosa. She's struggling like crazy. I don't know. So again, some of these trees next year, guys, I'm gonna dig them up. I'm gonna plant them in a different spot. Oh, she's doing pretty good here. This is my Gulf Beauty. I know it because she was the only plum tree last year that had 3 plums on it. And I was waiting to come out here one day. I was hungry to get the 3 plums, and I seen a squirrel with my plums running up the tree. But this year, I think I'm gonna have more, so he can eat a few and I can eat a few. And this is last but not least. This one has more new growth on it. See that, guys? It's pretty too, right, honey? You see the way the different colors of it right now? And that's a Gulf Rose. All right, guys, and again, Supreme Family Garden, thank you guys so much for watching, so much for supporting our channel, and may God bless everyone, okay? All right, now my wife's back there saying something like I can read her lips, but anyway, like, share, and subscribe, guys. And thank you, I just made 500 subscribers. Thank you so much. She's back there putting up a thumbs up, so thank you, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, okay? May God bless you all. Thank you.